All right, guys, we are back again for another guide on the Sith Triumvirate Raid, and most unfortunately, I regret to inform you all that Ranger has bombed into this video, and he is here to talk through this. What's going on, Ranger?
I bring tidings of great, glorious battles and war. The enemy has been defeated, and by that I mean me.
Yes. So have you paid your respects to our Lord and Savior, Revan?
Every day, for he is strong and powerful with both sides of the Force, and one day he will be in the galaxy, and we shall rule.
You know what? He'll probably be the secret to soloing the Sith Triumvirate Raid that is kicking our butts. Isn't it nice, though? I mean, something that I love about this is it's a challenge.
Oh,
and,
yes.
you know, the AAT raid has felt so... You know, just autopilot. I just go in there, I throw a team on auto and call it good.
Yep.
But this, I mean, I'm in a guild of, let's see, our galactic power here. We'll just go look at it right now. Right meow. We got 123 million galactic power, and we're one member shy right now. We had someone quit the game. We're looking to fill that spot. And so we're only in phase 3. This is day 2. We're only in phase 3. So Ranger and I are going to break down for you some attack strategy for phase 3. And so in this video today, I am going to do a couple runs on the phase. I'm not going to try to show off to you how much damage I can do. I really want to just talk through how the phase works, because a lot of you just go in there, you think, where do I even start? And so I want to give you guys a breakdown on how that works. To start that, let's go in and let's look at the phase. If you go into details here, you can actually read about all of these phases and how they function. So when you look through this, Ranger, what are some of the standouts to you that people need to be aware of?
Well, it's understanding the two things that kind of coincide together, right? Bonds of weakness and standalone. They coincide together, right? Bonds of weakness is what Traya does, right? And the more stacks she has, the more damage you're doing for everything that you do. And it's every ability you use, every attack, right? Anything. So you have to be cognizant of that. Yep. But they counter that by giving you this ability called Standalone, which can clear it. The question is, what we've been testing and retesting and trying to figure out is, when is the best time to use Standalone?
Yeah, so definitely be aware of those two things, Standalone. And something that I've kind of been trying is I want to give Standalone to an attacker, and preferably one that can counter, because you only get it for 3 turns. And so there's a few things you want to be aware of when you're there. You're going to want to definitely be using those turns to attack, because you're going to be able to hit pretty freaking hard when you have that up. Another thing about this phase that people may not realize is you can topple, like the tank. When you take the side turrets out, you can topple, so to speak, Traya by taking all of those lightsabers out. And so something that I am trying to experiment with is getting that as much as possible with AoE, which is area of effect, so that you don't waste abilities on each of those individual lightsabers, because then you're giving Traya more of those bonds of weakness stacks. And then another ability that I want to call out here is Gaze into the Abyss, and this is where the Rey Jedi training teams struggle in this phase. Rey's kind of the hero of the Sith Triumvirate Raid, but in this phase in particular, she can really run into some issues. In fact, when I was testing this out before with Rey, I was actually kind of getting lit up, and I've got pretty decent mods on my Rey. She's not in my arena team anymore, but the foresight gain she has can give you issues. It says, whenever an enemy, which is us, gains foresight, Traya also gains foresight. Additionally, at the beginning of Traya's turn, she dispels foresight from all enemies with a 50% chance to also stun enemies dispelled this way for 1 turn. So if you have a foresight heavy team, RNG is not going to be your friend. So I think Ranger and I were actually just talking about this Rey team before we started filming here, and a lot of those Rey teams that are putting up good numbers, we are guessing that they're probably doing a lot of attempts to get the RNG just right.
And there was a bug issue where if you could get her down, you could do turn meter, right? So that could have been part of it as well.
Yeah, so maybe some of those screenshots are a bit old.
Yeah, I mean, for me, Jedi Training Rey, this is not her phase.
All right, so the team I want to show you guys is Commander Luke Skywalker, R2-D2, Thrawn, General Kenobi, and Han. And the tricky part about this, and we've already tried a few battles here before starting recording here, and the trick is going to be to time getting bonds of weakness to be dispelled and use standalone. I want to use it with Han but it's kind of hard to time that, isn't it, Ranger?
Yes, it is. Filling out the raid, the RNG, you just never know what's going to happen. So don't get frustrated. Sometimes you just have to retreat, go back in.
Oh, I get frustrated.
Yeah, you can't. You have to understand. I mean, new raids, it's like a new car. It's got that new car smell still. We got to get used to it, right? We got to figure out what we're doing and how we're going to make it work. And that's all it is.
Exactly. So I'm gonna probably do this the next turn Han gets. And something you guys want to watch out for is, I think I'm gonna use this. All right, that was a nice amount of damage, but we also sacrificed a lot of bonds of weakness going up there. And so we want to get Han a turn ASAP. And you look at this, Han is in trouble now. Oh no. Oh no. No, God.
Oh my God.
Did that really just happen?
Yes, it did.
Oh, I wanted to show you guys so bad how much damage Han could do, but oh man. So we need, Commander Luke Skywalker is going to be our plan B. We'll have him do, and he's got call to action, so that's good. Let's have him stand alone, and let's see how much this can do. Only 31. Oh, but we're losing Han, so Han is not benefiting him on that anymore because you get stats from the rest of your team.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, this is bad. In fact, I'm going to keep the footage rolling here, and I'm going to retreat and try this again because I'm just going to call it, Ranger, tell me if I'm wrong, I'm going to call that bad RNG.
It is bad RNG, and you just have to get people forget about the Heroic AAT raid. We went through the same thing, figuring out what teams.
So much over and over. Yeah.
It's trial and error,
Trial and error. Yeah, and don't be afraid to retreat. I've got so many things that I'm going to retreat for. If they don't work, and that's one of them. I really want Han to use that. So I'm thinking this time, I think I might have waited too long. What's your take on how long to wait, Ranger? So, where do you do it?
So, for me, it depends on the team makeup, right? Who do you have, right? Do you have a healer?
Right.
How's the life still? All those kind of factors in. It's the team makeup and stuff. And that's the important thing. You have to really realize is who am I using, what are their abilities, and how am I going to use them? That's what it really boils down to when you want to use it.
All right, so Han got dazed, but he was able to do a good amount of damage. A big mistake I made there that I just want to call out is I should have used Han's never tell me the odds first before using that, so he had that critical chance up, but I think it worked out all right. I have seen, I was testing this out before, and I was able to do about 100,000 damage on Han's first special, and so it can work pretty well. But I don't know, I feel like going for a topple now, because we've got only 2 of these lightsabers up. How do you, and that's another question of this phase that I think is really hard to manage. How do you know when to go for a topple?
You got to time it right. Like, I think this is a perfect time. She's low. She's, her buff's not that high. You can get some good damage in here. And then you can go back to setting it up again to stand alone and do it again.
Oh, nobody was called to assist. That must be part of the topple.
Well, no.
Is there something I'm missing?
Look
it's because of his...
Yeah.
No. Oh, I'm trying to tap on this so you can see. Isolate, can't be revived, can't attack or gain positive effects out of turn. Allies can't attack or gain positive effects. So that you can't, when General Kenobi has that, you guys are not going to be able to call a mass assist.
Yep.
That just
and
kills you.
that's the perfect time that you wanted to use that.
Right. Oh my gosh, when she's toppled, I didn't even think about it. Oh man. So there's so many moving parts of this, isn't there?
Yeah, they've done a fantastic job.
Good.
Yeah, they did a really great job with this. I mean, I've been impressed with the look of it, just the cinematics, all of it. I've been thoroughly impressed with what CG has done with this raid.
Yeah, it's been fun, and we're only seeing the the tier 6 version. I'm a little bit nervous about what's waiting for us in the heroic version.
Yeah. Well, with the heroic version, it'll be less health. But it may be a little bit more difficult.
And that's been the case with every raid so far. The tier 6 of the Rancors, most of us are doing tier tier 7 of the heroic tier. But have any of you recently done the tier 6? I know I did not too long ago. We created a new guild a while back, and I remember we had to do the tier 6 before we could do tier 7, and I was like, holy crap, this sucks. This takes forever. And it was easy still, but it took so long.
Mm-hmm. So it's going going good. We're just waiting for the timer for standalone to come back up, and then we can rock and roll and do it again.
Do you know if there's any, because something else I've been trying to figure out is what is the rhyme and reason behind how standalone works on the timer? Is there, because I wasn't able to find anything in there about that.
It's about, so I'm a little baffled on that one myself, mainly because we had the turn meter issue before, and I have not been able to go back and test it. Yeah,
it's still at 85%, and I'm about toast here. I probably should have healed. What was I thinking? Bad Cubs fan, Han. Bad.
Lesson learned.
All right, let's stand alone with CLS and hope he doesn't die. I should heal, but I got to take advantage of this. Yep, that was bad. I should have healed. Oh, he's gone. Oh, no. Here we go.
The good thing, when we're streaming live, and we've been doing it like for hours on this raid, I'm going in with different teams, different setups, trying different things. So
what are some of your guys' tips for Phase 3? What did Ranger and I miss? Go ahead and let us know down in the comments below. We are all still new to this raid. There's still so much more we have to learn about it, but I hope this helps you guys to have an idea of how to approach it at the beginning so that you can have at least a starting point. So, Ranger, any final parting words of wisdom for the lovely ladies and gentlemen out there?
Just stick with it, right? Look at what other people are doing. Yeah. Learn from their mistakes, learn from their successes and their failures. What's working, what's not. If your guild's, find a communication source. Cub's got his Discord, we have our Discord. There's lots of people that are at this full time that are really trying to figure out the nuts and bolts of this raid. And it's about asking questions. The big thing, don't get discouraged. If you learn from your mistake and you get better the next time.
Look at me. Am I discouraged right now? Do I look discouraged?
I can't see you, but I'm going to assume you have a pouty face and you have a tear rolling down the side of your face.
Yeah, I wanted to do more damage in this video. I'm not going to lie, but you know what? I mean, it's a tricky phase. Keep at it, guys, and definitely let us know what kind of some of your successes and failures are. But whatever the case is, thank you so much for joining me for the video. If you guys have not seen the Reality Skewed Gamers stream, go check it out. Link is in the description. They stream every Wednesday, and they stream twice on Saturdays. And pretty much whenever Finn wants to stream, they're going to stream again too, right?
Oh, he's a psychopath. He's really wearing me out this week. We've been streaming so much, it's just been madness. I mean,
so
hours
much going
and hours.
on.
Yeah.
All right, my friends. As always, don't forget.
For my dead body.